What is happening, golf fans? Welcome back to the Ryder Report, where we break down the biggest stories in the world of sports. The news cycle is absolutely buzzing, and we've got a packed show for you today with updates that you absolutely cannot afford to miss. From legendary rivalries reigniting to major team decisions and the future of the game itself, we're diving deep into it all. Get ready for some unmissable insights and maybe even a few surprises. Let's get right into it. First up, a true titan of the game is nearing a major milestone, and a familiar face is calling him out. We're talking about Tiger Woods and his impending eligibility for the PGA Tour Champions. But who's challenging him to lace up his spikes and hit the senior circuit? You won't want to miss this. Then, we're heading to the Ryder Cup. The captaincy for the next U.S. team is a hot topic, and it turns out a major golfing icon has been pulling strings behind the scenes. We'll reveal who's been consulted and how this influential figure is shaping the team's strategy. Next, the landscape of professional golf is shifting, and Tiger Woods is at the center of it all. His playing future is being debated, with new responsibilities and potential new paths emerging. Is this the end of an era on the main tour or a strategic pivot? And finally, we're keeping an eye on the next generation. Tiger's son, Charlie Woods, is making his own mark on the junior circuit. We've got the latest on his performance and what it means for the future of golf's most famous family. Stick around, because you're going to want to hear all of this. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single update. A legendary rivalry rekindled. As Tiger Woods approaches his 50th birthday, a significant milestone in his illustrious career is on the horizon: eligibility for the PGA Tour Champions. This impending transition has not only sparked discussions about his future on the golf course, but has also drawn a direct challenge from a familiar face from his past. Ernie Els, a fellow golfing legend who shared many memorable head-to-head battles with Woods early in their careers, has extended an invitation, mixed with a dose of competitive spirit, for Woods to join the senior circuit. Els, who has been a consistent top performer on the Champions Tour since 2020, currently sits at number 5 in the season-long standings and has maintained a top 10 ranking for the past 3 years. His own success on the tour makes his perspective particularly insightful. Woods, slated to turn 50 on December 30th, 2025, has faced significant physical setbacks, including a ruptured Achilles tendon in March that has impacted his ability to compete on the main PGA Tour. Despite these challenges, Woods has a history of defying expectations and making remarkable comebacks. His prognosis remains positive, reflecting his unwavering dedication to the sport. Demonstrating his characteristic humor, Woods even posted an April Fool's joke on X, playfully teasing a return for the Masters, highlighting his resilience and positive outlook amidst his recovery. Over the last 5 years, Woods has participated in only 13 tournaments, a stark contrast to his earlier career dominance. His journey has been marked by numerous injuries, affecting his wrist, knees, ankles, legs, and back, leading to a substantial number of surgeries. These cumulative issues have resulted in him missing approximately 10 seasons on the PGA Tour. However, his potential move to the Champions Tour offers a different landscape. Els, speaking to the Palm Beach Post, encouraged Woods to consider the tour, suggesting it could be beneficial for him to get back into golf shape, even mentioning the allowance of riding a cart without shame. Els, recalling their intense rivalry, including finishing second to Woods in 2 majors and a duel in 2000, issued a direct challenge: "Beat us again, if you can." While Woods is not obligated to join the Champions Tour and can continue playing on the PGA Tour due to lifetime exemptions, the prospect of him competing on the senior circuit, especially with Els' call-out, adds an intriguing layer to the unfolding narrative of his career. Public reaction has been a mix of excitement and anticipation, with many fans eager to see Woods compete again, regardless of the tour. Analysts like PJ Clark see the recent sponsorship deal with Insperity, a company with strong ties to senior golf, as a clear indicator of Woods' future plans. The consensus is that this move could provide a more suitable environment for him to compete and regain his form. But is this the only major decision Tiger Woods is influencing in the golf world? We're also looking at his deep involvement in the upcoming Ryder Cup captaincy. Tiger's shadow influence on Ryder Cup captaincy. The selection of Keegan Bradley as the captain for the 2025 U.S. Ryder Cup team took a surprising turn, as he wasn't the initial frontrunner. For years, Phil Mickelson was widely considered the heir apparent for the role, but his move to LIV Golf necessitated a new direction. While Tiger Woods was offered the captaincy, he ultimately declined due to existing commitments, including his role on the PGA Tour Policy Board, TGL duties, and family responsibilities. However, Woods' influence has not waned. He has been actively consulted by the PGA of America and has played a significant advisory role to Bradley throughout the selection process. When the idea of appointing Bradley was first proposed to Woods, he reportedly deemed it a brilliant choice. This mutual respect has fostered a unique dynamic, with Woods acting as an informal advisor or Dutch uncle to Bradley. Their collaboration was evident earlier this year at the Seminole Pro Member event, where they were paired together. During this event, Bradley also sought insights from former NBA star Shane Battier, who shared lessons learned from coaching legend Mike Krzyzewski's team-building strategies. Woods, having captained the 2019 President's Cup team, was uniquely positioned to advise Bradley on a critical decision: whether to select himself for the Ryder Cup team. Bradley, who had an exceptional 2025 season with a win and multiple top 10 finishes, faced a dilemma. Woods, having experienced a similar situation when he selected himself for the President's Cup, provided extensive counsel. Bradley himself acknowledged Woods' significant support, stating he had been one of the most helpful people during the process. Following Bradley's press conference announcing his wildcard picks and his decision not to select himself, Woods reportedly sent a text message praising Bradley's composure and execution, calling it an amazing presser. Bradley's performance in managing the team and explaining his decisions has been widely lauded. PGA of America officials acknowledged the challenging position they placed Bradley in by asking him to captain while still in peak playing form, but they have no regrets, citing his exceptional leadership, transparency, and inclusiveness. Bradley, who used to be more of a lone wolf on tour, has embraced a more collaborative approach, influenced by the current generation's camaraderie. He finds this team-oriented mindset more appealing than the past, every man for himself mentality. Public reaction and analysis suggest that Bradley is handling the captaincy with a strong hand, drawing on counsel while making his own decisions. The bonds within the current generation of players will be put to the test at the Ryder Cup, with many anticipating how this shift in team dynamics will play out on the course. But how are these shifts in leadership and personal careers impacting the broader future of professional golf? We're examining the potential career trajectory of Tiger Woods amidst significant PGA Tour restructuring. Tiger's future uncertain amidst PGA Tour overhaul. Tiger Woods, a figure who has defined professional golf for nearly 3 decades, is at a crossroads, with his playing future increasingly uncertain as the PGA Tour undergoes significant structural changes. As he approaches his 50th birthday, the focus has shifted from his competitive prowess to his potential participation on tour. Woods has been sidelined since missing the cut at the 2024 Open Championship, and the ongoing restructuring initiated by new PGA Tour CEO Brian Rollap, which includes a voluntary retirement program and format reshaping, adds another layer of complexity to his career trajectory. Woods has been strategically placed at the heart of this transformation, appointed as the chair of the newly formed Future Competition Committee. This role signals a growing emphasis on his involvement in governance rather than his performance on the course. Concurrently, Woods has secured a broad partnership with Insperity, a company known for its strong connections to senior golf. This collaboration extends beyond a typical endorsement, with Insperity sponsoring several of Woods' key events, including the Hero World Challenge. Golf analysts, such as PJ Clark, interpret this as a clear indication of Woods preparing for a transition to the PGA Tour Champions upon reaching the age of 50, noting that Woods rarely pursues sponsorships without a larger strategic alignment. Ernie Els, a successful player on the Champions Tour, supports the idea of Woods joining the senior circuit, suggesting it offers a more conducive environment. Els believes that finishing outside the top ranks on the regular tour doesn't provide the necessary competitive reps, whereas the Champions Tour could allow Woods to regain confidence and perform under pressure, even noting that he deserves the option of using a cart. NBC analyst Paul Azinger also notes significant anticipation among senior players, who are eager for an opportunity to compete against Woods on a different stage. The Champions Tour would provide a more forgiving schedule and conditions that are better suited to Woods's physical condition, which has been heavily impacted by multiple surgeries and a recent Achilles tendon rupture. His 2024 season was marred by this injury, compounding issues from his 2021 car accident, and he managed only one made cut in 5 starts. However, Woods's potential move occurs at a critical juncture. As part of the broader PGA Tour overhaul, even the structure of the senior tour itself could be subject to change. If the PGA Tour Champions undergoes significant reshaping, the platform Woods might have envisioned for his return could look considerably different. To date, Woods has remained silent on his specific return timeline, leaving room for considerable speculation. Yet, his active involvement in committees, sponsorship announcements, and governance initiatives strongly suggests that his focus may be gradually shifting away from the grind of the main tour and towards a new phase of his career. Audience impact has been immense, with fans debating the implications for the future of golf. Many see this as a natural evolution of Woods's career, while others express concern about the potential impact on the main tour's viewership and appeal. The consensus is that his next chapter will be closely watched. While Tiger Woods navigates his professional future, the next generation of golfers is already making waves. We're checking in on the performance of his son, Charlie Woods, at a major junior championship. Charlie Woods faces tough competition at Junior Players Championship. Tiger Woods' teenage son, Charlie Woods, recently experienced a challenging outing at the prestigious Junior Players Championship held at the iconic TPC Sawgrass. The 15-year-old golfer faced an uphill battle from the start, opening the tournament with a 4-over par 76. This initial round set the tone for his performance, as he carded a 75 in the second round, bringing his total score to 7 over par. This placed him in a tie for 43rd place within the 77-player field as the tournament progressed. Charlie's scorecard featured a mix of steady play and a few costly errors. While he maintained a generally neat and tidy game, double bogeys on the 2nd and 14th holes significantly impacted his score. The sole highlight of his second round came at the 535-yard par 5 15th hole, where he successfully reached the green in 2 shots and sank his birdie putt. This moment offered a glimpse of the potential that has drawn comparisons to his famous father. The Junior Players Championship is a significant event in junior golf, attracting talented young players from across the country. Among the notable competitors is Miles Russell, a 16-year-old who has already made a name for himself by becoming the youngest player ever to make a Korn Ferry Tour cut in December. Russell also received sponsor exemptions for 2 PGA Tour events and was named the 2023 American Junior Golf Association Player of the Year, breaking Tiger Woods' record for the youngest recipient of the award. Russell opened up a 2-shot lead with 18 holes remaining in the tournament, showcasing his impressive form. Another familiar name in the field is Cameron Kuchar, son of PGA Tour veteran Matt Kuchar, who was positioned in a tie for 65th place. The event serves as a crucial platform for these young athletes to gain experience and exposure, potentially charting their path toward professional golf. For Charlie Woods, the tournament represents another step in his development as a golfer, facing strong competition and learning from the experience of playing in high-stakes events. The audience, particularly golf fans, closely follows Charlie's progress, drawing parallels to his father's early career. While his performance at this particular event was not what he or his supporters had hoped for, the experience is invaluable for his long-term development. His journey in golf is still in its early stages, and these competitive opportunities are vital for his growth. As we wrap up the individual stories, it's time to bring it all together. We'll do a quick recap of all today's top headlines before you go. And that's a wrap on today's show. We heard about Ernie Els challenging Tiger Woods to the Champions Tour, Keegan Bradley consulting Tiger on his Ryder Cup captaincy, Tiger's playing future being uncertain amid PGA Tour changes, and Charlie Woods' performance at the Junior Players Championship. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the Roger Report for all your sports news, hit that notification bell, leave a comment with your thoughts, and follow us on all social media platforms.